good morning and happy Monday. I hope you are well. I am here with you as always to help you to sleep peacefully, to release anxiety and to feel powerful. So with that in mind, it's worth taking a moment and considering what kind of week would you like for yourself. To set an intention for yourself as the week unfolds, or before it actually even really unfolds, is a very helpful thing to do in terms of mindfulness and living consciously. There's two things also that I want to talk to you about that I think are particularly pertinent right now. The first is really leading into the webinar that I'm holding on Wednesday evening this week with the amazing psychologist Louize Carroll. And we are discussing the 3 principles of successful relationships. And I should highlight here that when I say successful, what I really mean is healthy, fulfilling relationships. So take a moment if you are joining us, which I hope you are, and you can certainly still register if you haven't, is to consider what are the relationships in your life, and certainly looking over the course of your own life, that have caused you the most level of stress, tension, or conflict. Now, at different stages in our lives, it can be different relationships that cause us difficulties. For example, it might be the beginning of a new romantic relationship that can cause, tension, or it could be a particular sibling at a certain time, maybe after the death of a loved one, a parent, etc. However, if you can get a general sort of feel for over the course of your relationship or course of your life, is there one particular relationship that tends to cause you the most level of stress or tension or anxiety? And that will help you to prepare for Wednesday. The second thing I want to highlight, and I think it's really worth mentioning, certainly here in Ireland, as we've been out of lockdown now in terms of all the restrictions have been lifted for the last few weeks. And this is a really good thing, of course. However, it is so worth noting that in terms of processing emotion, for positive mental health, we want to be able to actually process emotions at the time. So this, again, even though it's a positive change, is causing quite a lot of anxiety for many people in terms of just in a very, really practical level, in terms of being out again into the world. And so many of us have been in little cocoons of routines, really staying within our own neighborhoods for predominantly over the last 2 years. So that's a big shift in terms of our brains to really adapt to again. So what I'm saying is just to be really mindful of that and to work at your own pace. I've noticed it in myself now. I haven't been completely cocooned in the sense that, I have been out and about and I have left Ireland, etc. However, it's more just the stimulation factor. So even, being in a busy place, it can cause anxiety for people if they are still worried about the virus, or just really a feeling of being overwhelmed. So wherever you are with that, please do remember that we need to adapt back in slowly. So be mindful of yourself, make sure to breathe deeply if you are in a place that feels crowded or a little bit too much for you. You work at your own pace, and I think that's really, really important in terms of us, moving back into the world. Not that we ever left the world. I think the world is within us, and we have always really been connected to it, no matter what restrictions are in place or not. So that is what I would love to help you with this week, to focus on those 2 things. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, hopefully. Lots of love and namaste.